Teens, badasses. What is going on with the light in here? Hold, please. I don't know how to. Okay, well, that's blue. Why is that? I don't really know how my lights work here, I suppose. Oh, that's channel. What is this? That is something. Oh, well. Am I not? Okay, there's off. On. Oh, here we go. Is that better? Oh, that's better. Sorry. I need to adjust my settings for evening yoga as opposed to daytime yoga. Hi, I'm Julia. This is the fucking yoga company, Yoga for the Rest of Us. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I shouldn't probably do that too excitedly because I'm trying to breathe. Hey, I'm on my feet. I'm on the mat. Is anybody else offended at the 50-year-old thing that Molly O'Shannon does? Is that her name? I think that's her name. Molly Shannon. Anyway. Hi, how's it going? I have been sick. I'm still sick. I can't hear it. Well, I'm not sick. It's weird. I guess I don't know. Alicia, Laura. I need some medical expertise. Tiffany, Tammy. What is the technical word for I'm in recovery? I thought we had RSV. Someone else said they thought we had flu A. Anyway, I have something that I'm recovering from. And today is the first day I'm feeling like I could get on the mat. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Excuse me. All right, let's find some music. I'm going to give this a shot. We might move slower than I normally would for Morning Groove. Just FYI. Only because I might devolve into a fit of coughing at some point. But guess what? Here we are on the mat in line. And I need it desperately. So my goal, because I'm feeling weak as shit, and I need to get stronger for the springtime and the summer because we've got shit to do on the farm. And I feel like I've lost my sturdy woman status just because, I haven't been, COVID kind of kicked me in the ass. And I don't know. As with any illness, I suppose. I'm going to apologize up front. The wind is blowing straight at the house from the west. So that's the rattling and the noise you hear. I can't do anything about it. Ideally, hold on, I need some lip balm. It's Colorado. I need lip balm. This is Morning Groove Yoga, and it usually I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I have inhaled almost, I thought that was a snap, and I was going to rip my button off my shirt. I like snaps better. Anyway, let's do it. We're going to start in a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Staff pose is sitting with your legs extended. Now I have my booty boot, just the edge of my booty boot, on a folded up blanket. to help tilt my pelvic cradle. That takes some of the tension off of my hamstrings. Makes me a little bit more comfortable. Sorry, I might be losing my voice. This will be fun. Maybe need a throat lozenge. One leg out, one leg in. This is modified Z-sit. So if you're feeling tension in your low back or tightness in the hamstrings in staff pose, I think this is a lovely halfway point for you. You're going to feel some external rotational tension in the hip, right where your hip flexors come in. You're going to feel it in your piriformis, maybe your glute med. I'm going to have to go get a throat lozenge. And you might be feeling some adductor stretching out in the length of the leg. Pleasant seated pose. This is not crisscross applesauce, nor is it fucking lotus. It is pleasant seated pose. My legs are in parallel. Both of my feet are on the mat. If you want to join me here, you're just determined to do it, and your knees are way up here and you find yourself leaning back. Tuck a bolster, a couple of blankets, I don't know, throw pillows underneath your knees and relax your legs in this position. You will start to build more rotational flexibility, external rotational flexibility. As you get further and further into your practice. Fuck. Now, I'm going to go get a throat lozenge real quick, and then we'll get started. So, taking a moment to bring your attention from the external to the internal, take a scan of the body and check in. How are you feeling? What are you feeling? I'm feeling weak as fuck. I'll be right back. All right, there we go. Even though the wind is howling 35 miles an hour, it's about 55 degrees. So we have windows open all over the place. Trying to let the sick spirits free. I don't want to trap them in the house. A little fresh air. All right. Did you check in with your body? I'm just feeling weak as fuck. I'm feeling like I haven't done anything for over a month, which is true. We need to start building muscles. I need to start getting some of this taken care of. Only so I can lift shit. I couldn't help the hubby lift something out of the back of the truck yesterday. And that I felt weak. So that's my goal, to feel stronger. Pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking. Man, the world is heavy right now, and I don't have a good solution for it, but it's weighing on me with worry and anxiety, frustration and outrage, and just complete bafflement. I don't understand. Anyway, it's been making almost everything else I've been doing harder to do, especially being sick. My brain hasn't actually been functioning at its highest capacity. So how are you doing? What's going on in your life? What's going on in your brain? What have you been working through? What's in your to-do list? Don't even get me started. Let's slide all that shit off to the side. We want to clear a nice open space so that we can just be here on the mat. And then pulling that silence into the attention of our breath. Now, I'm struggling with the breath, obviously. I'm having some post-viral lung inflammation, as my pulmonologist likes to say. Just can't shake this last little bit, but physically, I feel fine. My fatigue is gone. I've been concentrating on sleeping for 10 hours a shot. Because, and not everybody, that is a privilege. Let me just tell you, right, to take the time to rest. I didn't have it when I was an air traffic controller. I didn't have it when I was a teacher. And it took so much longer to get better. It's also been hard, I will just say, to force myself to slow down. The impulse to be productive, to force to it's been, I've had a very hard time giving myself a chance to rest. And the body really demands shit. And this is why people in times past died of things like cold and the flu and pneumonia, because your body, you just never could, you had to work through, right? You had to get your shit done. So you were out there working sick. And believe me, I know a lot of us are still doing that. So anyway. But how are you breathing? Sorry, that's where I was going. Traditionally, in yoga, we breathe into and out of our noses. I'm going to be struggling with that today. My sinuses are clear, but it's the just trying to balance all of this, throat clearing and coughing. We're going to increase the length of our breath, asking the inhale to get a little bit longer, and then matching that length to the exhale. Doesn't have to be the strongest breath you've got. It's morning groove yoga. I don't know what time you're doing this. I'm late this morning, but I just had to give myself this room. I had to. I'm trying to respect my commitment to you and respect my commitment to this mat, but at the same time, be in my body and understand my what's going on physically. This is what I got. So that breath is not going to be the most powerful thing, right? We just want to breathe a little bit longer, a little bit deeper. Wherever you are at in that length and balance of breath, let's exhale all the air out of the lungs, sweeping arms up to the ceiling, and letting that go down. Lateral extension, just taking it on over. Big sweep of the arm. Sorry, and then come on up. Inhaling to center, taking the extension out. What's going on? Oh, it's just quiet. I'm going to take a big circle with that shoulder. Oh, come on up. And we'll do that a couple more times. Taking it over, big sweep back and around. I've been sleeping propped up. My neck is out of whack. My back and shoulders are out of whack. I got a fuzz in my eye. One more time in both directions as I work this fuzz out of my eyelashes. I'm hesitant to touch my eyeballs because what started all of this, or at the early stage of all of this, I had a eye infection. I think just a sty, but Jesus, my eyes were swollen shut. And, my sinuses were all messed up. I'll go wash my face again. I was combing the outdoor cat. Nice big inhale out, take bow. Trace fingers into the fold and then just rest somewhere on the forearms. I'm actually holding my body weight up on the edge of my hands. Very tight. Unclench the teeth. Walking the hands back. Inhaling up. Let's go ahead and let the hands drift down behind the hips. Woo. Drop those shoulders. Ooh, I might just be right here. I'm going to hold this for a second because my shoulders are so tight. Left shoulder. Owie, owie, owie. Bowing the chin forward. Let's take a tilt of the ear over to one side. So a while back, someone broke my nose, and I have had a deviated septum ever since. And it's easier for me to breathe. I'm gonna hold right here, working through this. Oh. And release. Tracing the fingertips around the front of the body. Slowly stack cervical spine. Anyway, I sleep on that side more frequently because changing the placement, cross of the legs. If you're in staff pose, you just stay right where you're at. If you're in modified Z, just switch that extension. And if you're joining me here in pleasant seated pose, we're gonna switch it out. Nice big reach on up. Let's go ahead and take cactus squeeze. Open up those. Oh. And then exhale. Oh. To C-curve that spine. Inhaling up. You know what? Hold on. Oh yeah, you can hear me. Cactus squeeze. I wanted to make sure I had sound. I have to redo that video of Stella. I have to redo that video of Pilates because it didn't have any sound. Although you probably can barely hear me today. All right. I'm just resting my hands on the back of my head because I'm working through these shoulders. All right. Inhale up and take our fold. Rolling through. Little rock side to side. Wiggle the toes. Relax the feet. Unclench the teeth. Coming down to the forearms. Now I'm up a little higher. You could be elbows on your calves, knees, ankles, block, or floor. Walking your hands back. Nice big reach on up. I'm going to come back into Sundays are going to be chair yoga days. For those of you who, those are always free. I've just not been able to get my shit together through the holidays and through this January because I've been sick. Whew. All right, taking the hands back to the hips, bowing the chin forward. Sorry, I lost track of where I was at. Tilting an ear over to one side. Oh, man. And bowing the chin, taking a tilt. Oh, slowly, so slowly, so slowly. Oh. Okay, so we're going to be doing a little plow pose today, not a rolling over plow, although we would probably, I don't know if I've got that one in me. I'm going to find out which one it is. You know what? I'll look that up. It's confusing because there's a couple of different plow poses. We're not going to do the one where you're rolled up with your feet over your head. We're going to do the one where we're laying on our belly, stretching our chest. Trace the fingertips around the front of the body and slowly stack cervical spine. Let's move to hands and knees. I like to pad my knees with a blanket. Sorry, I'm starting to speak very quickly. I'm very excited about being on the mat. I'm so excited. All right, we're going to put our two fists together. Straighten out this fold. There we go. Two fists together, knees to either sides of the hands. Heels of the hands are going to move from 90 degrees, a full palm's length out in front of the shoulders. Slight activation of the core to flatten the back. Inhaling, let's Chakravarkasana bow it. Tucking the chin, taking the forearms down, little scoop of the belly, and draw back into the tailbone. I'm going to grab my block and place it between my ankles so that I can keep my legs in parallel. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, tuck the tailbone, and drop back into the fold. Oh, wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, mix the fists. There's so many things wrong for me right now. Inhaling. They're not wrong, they're just tight. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, and draw back. And one more time, just because it feels so bloody good. Inhaling forward, what the fuck lean. Push out into a hip. And switch. Excuse me. Inhaling to center. Let's Chakravarkasana bow. Tuck the chin. Take the forearms down, scooping the belly, drawing back into the fold. Wiggle the fingers. Inhaling up. Excuse me. What the fuck lean. And angry cat tuck. Inhaling to flat back, tuck the toes. We're just holding here. Just going to take that little stretch. But mind your ankles. So if they feel like they're rolling out, try to balance them into parallel. Flatten the toes, Chakravarkasana bow, tuck the chin. Take the forearms down and draw back into the fold. Oh. Make a fist with your thumb on the outside. Make a fist with your thumb on the inside. Spread the fingers. Inhaling forward. What the fuck, Lee? Angry cat tuck. Flat back, tuck the toes, come down to the forearms and rock up to the balls of the feet. Press back into a heel. Press back into a heel. Come on down. Come up to hands and knees so we can Chakravarkasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, and drop back into the fold. Little rock side to side. Inhaling forward. What the fuck, lean? I'm going to take a moment. Working through those sinuses. What the fuck, lean? Oh, let's do it one more time because it just feels really good. Angry cat tuck. Flatten the back, tuck the toes. Let's go down to the forearms and roll into the feet. Press down into a heel. Press back into that heel. And let's come down to the knees. We're coming up to the hands. We're going to work a little thread the needle. Now, I always modify my thread the needle because you don't need to compress that shoulder. So reach on up I'm going up to the left first. I'm going to wrap my left arm around my body and touch the back of my shoulder. Inhaling. So stay soft in this supporting elbow on the right side. And one more time. Let's finish off with a big reach and bring that hand down and Chakravarkasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, drop back into the fold. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. And come on. With the fuck lean. Angry cat tuck. Oh, fuck, I love yoga. Even when I'm not feeling 100%, my goodness. Flat back, tuck the toes. Let's go down to the forearms. Roll up to the feet. I'm going to move my feet forward a little. Push down into a heel. I'm really working these calf stretches because I'm trying to get more plantar flexion out of my left ankle. It's the one that was shattered. All right, let's come down to the knees. Come up to hands and knees. Right arm now. Okay, now you can really see the soft bend in my elbow as I reach up. And wrap my arm around. reaching on up. And wrap my arm around. And reach up. Come on down. Let's Chakravakrasana bow it. Tuck the chin. Take the forearms down. Scoop the belly. And draw back into the fold. Roll the wrists. Coming on up. What the fuck, lean. And switch. Coming to flat back, let's angry cat tuck it. I'm putting all of the curve of my back from my waistband down to my tailbone. Look how flat my upper back is. Your upper back, the thoracic spine doesn't need a ton of stretching. It's that tightness in the gap. What are we doing? Tucking toes, sorry. Come down to the forearms, rolling to the feet. I'm stepping forward a little bit more. Pressing into a heel. I also step back every time. And press the heel. And so see, I'm stepping back to take my knees down, to come up to the hands and knees. Left arm's reaching up. Oh, wrapping it around. Reach it up. Wrap it around. And up. Bringing the hands down, I'm going to come to the belly. Excuse me. We're going to work a little cobra, and then we're going to rock into our first, what I'm calling plow. I'll do a little research and see if there's a different name for it. I'm also going to take a quick drink of water because I just finished my throat lozenge. It's actually a cough drop. My favorite cough drops on the planet that got me through teaching and being an air traffic controller. They don't make anymore. They had the cough medicine in the middle. Oh, they were awesome. All right. Coming on down to do a little cobra. Then we're going to rock to the left for our plow pose. Sorry. Talking to the mat. All right. Elbows are tucked up against the ribs. Hands are slightly in front of the shoulders, right? I've pulled my legs long, right? Walking my toes down towards the end of the mat. Excuse me. Inhaling, I'm up. Lifting the chest. Now I am pushing gently into the forearms here and rocking my shoulders down and back. And I'm going to turn my head to the left and look over that shoulder. Inhaling up. And then I'm going to turn to the right and look over that shoulder. All right, I'm going to lengthen my left arm in a delta sweep. Gotta move my weights. So it's not at 90 degrees, it's at 45 degrees below my shoulder. And I'm rocking over to the left. I'm just going to take that stretch. I'm holding my body up in with the right hand. I want to tuck my shoulder blade down. Let's unwind to the belly. I gotta move these weights. Sorry, I have weights there that are hindering my process. All right, let's peel ourselves up I'm going to move myself back into position for a Chakravakasana bow. Tucking the chin, taking the forearms down, little tuck of the tailbone, rock back. Now I'm opening my elbows a little further open towards the sides of the mat. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Inhaling up. What the fuck, lean. And switch. Angry cat tuck. Coming to flat back. Let's tuck the toes. Down to the forearms and rock up. Step forward. Taking a heel press. And take a heel press. All right, we're going to come down to the knees, come up to the hands. I'm coming down to my cobra, which means I'm walking those knees back. Moving my arms forward. Inhaling up. And taking my head over and looking to the other side. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to come up. I'm going to take my right arm out. Again, at that 45-degree angle, Delta V sweep. I'm going to rest my head. This blanket is serving dual purpose here. I have large breasts, and so it'd be very hard for me to tuck my forehead down to the mat, without being overextended, being exaggerated bow. So that blanket lets my head stay in alignment, the back of my head stay in alignment with the rest of my spine. And here it's helping keep my head in alignment with my spine as well. We're holding a little long, right? We want to give these muscles in our pecs, the delts, the bicep, a chance to stretch. All right, we're coming back to our belly, and we're peeling off the mat. And look, I have to move my knees forward and my hands forward to get back into position on the mat. Let's Chakravakasana bow it. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, draw back into the fold. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Inhaling forward. What the fuck, lean. And switch. Angry cat tuck. Flat back. Tuck the toes. Take the forearms down. Sorry, I was holding there a little bit longer. Step forward. And let's take our calf stretch. Now this time I'm tucking my left foot around the right ankle. And I'm going to switch. All right, bringing my knees down, coming up to hands. I'm going to take my right arm out, big reach. Nope, left side. Wrap that arm around and touch the back of your shoulder. Now here's where we're going to modify this thread the needle. Now I'm going to take the heel of my hand, parallel it to my right wrist, lower my arm to the mat, and lean to the left. Inhaling, reach up. I'm going to take that hand and place the heel of my hand to the mat, take my forearm down, and lean to the left away from that. Inhaling and up. Man, all the coughing. All right. Excuse me. We're coming down to our bellies for our cobra. Grabbing a drink of water. Oh, do you know how excited I am? Lift up. Oh. Turn the head and look over the left shoulder. Inhaling up. And turning to look over the right. And now let's go left arm out in that delta sweep. Now I'm going to widen the angle. So before I was at 45 degrees, I'm going to come a little bit higher, rocking into that arm. Lengthen the right leg. Pull that toes, pull it down so you feel like your toes are in parallel. And we're going to unwind, peeling off the mat to take Chakravarkasana bow wow. I'm going to have the beard getting out my hypervolt. Little rock side to side. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Inhaling forward. What the fuck, lean. Tackle my lumbar. Ooh. Angry cat tuck. Tuck the toes, take the forearms down. We're rocking up into the feet, walk forward a little bit. Now I'm going to take my ankle around the back of my heel. It's my foot, I suppose. And I'm switching. Walking that back, coming up to the hands. Right arm reaches out. Wrap it around the back of the shoulder. Reach out. Take that hand, parallel it. Drop the elbow and lean. Inhaling up. Take it to the edge of the mat. Lower the forearm. Lean. This is how we get that rotational stretch without compressing the shoulder. Excuse me, we're going to move forward in a minute to our belly, but this is compression, and you don't really get a lot of stretch there. If we pull the arm long, right, and then take it, you're going to start feeling that through the bicep, not the bicep, the tricep, and you'll feel it up your neck and into your strap muscles and around the rhomboids. So that's where you want it. I'm going to attack my shoulders too. All right, let's come on down. Lifting for our cobra. And turn into the look over the shoulder. And now let's come down. My right hand, right, is going to come a little bit wider with that angle. Rock myself over. Take this left foot and stretch it down. Unless I'm actually tighter on the right side. Let's rock forward. Peel ourselves off the mat and take a Chakravakasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, and drop back. Excuse me. Gonna have to have a bigger cough. I'm moving forward, walking up. All right, take a note. Sorry, I had to do a little deeper stretch in that low back. All right. We're going to move to our backs. I think I'll be okay. We'll see. I'm going to take a chest clearing cough. So hold on a second. Any woman who has had a child knows why I just did that. All right, let's move to our backs. Talking to you, K girl. Just get used to it. All right. Let's rock back. Bring those knees up and give them a squeeze. Little rock side to side. Oh, so sore. I'm going to tackle with. Oh. All right, we're going to do some Apanasana. We're going to do some windshield wiper sweeps and a little reclined cobbler. All right. Let's see. Right side first. Fingertips over the tops of the knees, pointed down towards the foot. Length of the arm is the max that we're going. Inhaling to prepare. Exhaling, drawing that knee up and gently pushing into the left foot. Inhale. And exhale. Oh my God, so sore. One more time. All right. 2 hands around that knee. Give it a power squeeze toward the body. Take the right ankle over the top of the left knee and let's press into the thigh, into the inner thigh, the adductor. Oh, this is a serious external stretch, external rotation. So tight. Tight, tight, tight hips. Left hand slides behind the left knee and bring that leg up. And release. Oh. All right. Left hand over the top of the left knee. Fingers pointed down towards the toes. Length of the arm. Inhale. And exhale. Gently press into the foot. Inhaling and exhaling. Crossing the ankle over that knee and press out. All right hand slides up behind that knee. Give it a squeeze. All right, let's press the soles of the feet together. Rock side to side. Tuck the tailbone and let those knees hang. Oh. All right, let's slide those knees back up. Work the toes out to the edge of the mat and windshield wiper sweep those knees to the left. And then to the right. Tucking the tailbone up. Oh, and release. Bring those knees up. Give them a squeeze. All right, I want you to check in with your body temperature. I don't know what the temperature is where you are at. Add a pair of socks, grab a blanket, put your layer on. And then we are going to move into final relaxation. Now, I'm going to sit up because I'm going to start to cough, I think, if I don't. But you can take a reclined relaxation if you want to put your feet on the mat, knees to the ceiling. Right? The goal of morning energy yoga is to move and groove and wake ourselves up. So, but if you want to take if you really desperately need a deep, full relaxation, on your back, palms up, legs extended. You can tuck a pillow or a bolster behind the legs. You could roll a towel or a blanket underneath the neck just to keep the back of your head in alignment. Excuse me. With your spine. Feet on the floor, knees to the ceiling. If you are gestating and creating a human life, as because we are fucking powerful. Okay, sorry, my rage is going to bubble over a little bit. Fully and completely by your own autonomous will, and you have complete access to reproductive care and rights. lay on your side. I can't remember which one it is. Grab that body bolster. Grab that body bolster, K-girl, and tuck it between your knees. Wrap your arm around it and support your head. Or you can join me in seated position. This is a lighter place to be, right? We're obviously upright. Pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your forehead. And notice all of the tiny little muscles and nerve endings. Smoothing them out, relaxing the eyes, unclench the teeth, let the tongue drop away from the roof of the mouth. Excuse me. Give me a little rock and roll with the shoulders. Shake the arms out, wiggle the fingers, and then let the upper body relax. Notice the length of spine from the base of the neck down between the shoulder blades, the ribs, in between the hips. And feel heavy in the torso. And now notice the energy through the quads and the calves and the feet. Shake them out, wiggle the toes. Relax the lower body. Pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking. Check in. You might be waking up. There might be some things trying to push their way into the front of the line. Slide them off. Hold your silence. Let's take this time for ourselves to get settled and anchored. Anchor that silence into the breath. Let's release the awareness of the breath and spread it back out to the body. I'm going to take a few deep breaths in and out. Deep breath in, sigh it out. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, wiggle the toes, roll the ankles. Stretch those arms out to the side and then reach them up into that wine goblet shape. Oh. Bringing a knee up. Give it a squeeze. Bring the other knee up. If you're with me in seated position, I've just got my arms wrapped around the back of my legs. Little rock side to side. If you're on the mat, rock all the way over to one side, peeling the upper body off and taking comfortable seated position. Roll those shoulders back. Stacking shoulders over ribs, ribs over hips. Take a scan of the body, checking in. State and quality of the physical form on the end of practice. We fucking made it. Pulling that attention and awareness into the breath, and just notice how that's going for you. And finally, checking in with your brain. And you can start to arrange your to-do list. Excuse me. And just like pick the top 5, right? What are the things that you can reasonably do today? If you're like me, your to-do list is about 1,500 things long, right? What are the things that reasonably you can tackle and complete today? We're blinking our eyes open, releasing practice. I'm going to take a stretch back out. Honoring your body for doing what you asked it to do. And motherfucking hell, for all the hard work it does to get you from one end of the week to the other. And let me tell you, it's working its ass off. We don't notice it. We don't notice it until you're sick. So let's honor this vessel of ours that does so much for us. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I know for those of you who are doing it, $20, $15, $10, it's a lot, right? It's a lot. I mean, groceries are starting to hurt us, and I'm sure they're starting to hurt you. And I really appreciate that you're spending your money here. My name is Julia. This is the fucking yoga company. Yoga for the rest of us. All of the benefits and none of the yoga bullshit. There's quite a bit of bullshit. It's just not related to yoga. Grace and kindness, people. Grace and kindness. Where did it go? And a little bit of rage. Murderous rage is fine. Try to direct it more productively. Because I guess stabbing people's bad. Ciao. Fucking